Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Danny's Toy Box. Hope everybody's doing well this Sunday evening. And just in case anybody missed it, it is daylight savings time tonight. I found out checking my phone for something else and saw it, and glad I did. I'm up late doing laundry anyway, so I thought I would do a walk through the toy box for you guys. I haven't done that in a while. Right now we're standing facing the inner wall, walking into the toy box. There's the light switch. And this is a picture I did several years back. Had to have been at least 10, 15 years of Jormungandr. I got the idea for the picture from the old 80s Marvel Universe for the body. And then the water in the sky I just made up. Just out of the top of my head. And we go up. This has always been one of my favorites. Vengeance kicking Hulk in the nuts. We turn over from there. And here's where I have my big all-father, Thor and Loki. Come over here, and there's the fallen Silver Surfer. And I got this space poster stuff from Michael several years back. I still got some more, but I'll probably use that in part for the background for my Annihilus negative zone portal scene. But on to the next. Drawing a Sabretooth. I'm not sure when I did this one. Back up so you can see a little better. And below him we have the Rhino. And below him, behind some cardboard, we got the tarantula. The tarantula mid-transformation. We're going to go back up, start showing off some of the figures. It's just a cheap little dollar store shelf I got a whole ton of them. They're good for 2 or 3 or 4 figures, depending on the size of the figure. So we go up. Actually, why don't we go over? We'll go over, and here is my Sinister Six, although it's more than 6. We'll go down here quick. Here's the Selene, the Black Queen, crawling out of a swamp all battered and bloody. And behind them guys is Scream, the symbiote Scream. I also have Boomerang and the Beetle right here. Now let's see some symbiotes. Got Black Spider-Man. First Venom Marvel Legends ever made. With pre-Marvel Legends Bride of Venom up there. Phage. Got the Ghost Spider symbiote. Ultimate Spider-Man symbiote. Then the Happy Little Family. Carnage and his brood. Plus these little symbiote thingies I got here. They were part of base for an old Spider-Man thing. And they were kind of like the thing to grab for a pull cord. So I took the cord off and just painted them up. Give you a closer look at them. Yeah, we got Carnage, Scream, and Doppelganger. Over more, we got Venom, Anti-Venom, Toxin, Lasher up there, Agent Venom. I don't know if you can see Hydro Man from over there. Here's my gangsters. And below them is a drawing I did of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Way, way old drawing. Probably early 2000s. Well, let's take a look up in the sky. You can see the Baron Zemo drawing behind them. I was really happy to get that Kane Spider-Man clone. My Red Skull. With that Red Skull, the body and all that, that was just from a comic book. But the actual head, I actually paused Captain America First Avenger so I could get the face the way they did it for Hugo. I think I did a pretty good job. And got some more bad guys up here. And you see the Super Skrull in the background. Demo Goblin, Michael Morbius. And let's go back here for my Masters of Evil. And then right next to them, my Hydras. And I love how I did this with Doc Ock. He's squeezing that guy's head. Yeah, there's another Red Skull plus Leapfrog. Got Doom in the background with the second Beetle. You see Ego back there. Here are my AIM figures. And I got a whole bunch of those Taskmasters, so Taskmaster could have his own team. I mean, he trains mercenaries, makes sense. Dark Phoenix up there with my Thanos picture. We'll be getting to him in a minute. There's my Diamond Select Thanos. Sandman. Maestro Hulk. And the Maestro drawing there. Abomination drawing with the leader and several cronies. Now, a little more behind the scenes, because my Destro wasn't really pleased with that drawing. I don't think it was my best Destro, or even close. Well, my Cobra base with the troops guarding. Go down to the computer, the communications level. And I'm just kind of doing a thorough overview of my stuff. The battery's running low on that. This is just sitting there because I didn't know what to do with it. You'll see more in the video. Shit's kind of everywhere. That thing I got that thing I just showed you off of eBay from Reliving the Past Again. And then down here, and I let him step in the light. And here's some good news. I got one of the second wave or generation, whatever you call it, mole rats, the one in the green outfit. Not sure when he's coming. I'll have to check on that, but yeah, I think he'll make a great commander for the rest of the mole rats. Yeah, this is kind of just a mess of different stuff. Same with the cave. But that's what we got going on there. There's my Major Blood drawing. And you can see Baroness over there. Yeah, beside Destro, I've got Darklon and Iron Grenadier. Cobra Commander at the podium with his drawing behind him. And you can see Storm Shadow and What's-Her-Face over there. I can never remember her name. Now we continue onward. It's my 3 red ninjas. And right below them, my blue ninjas. Take a slide over. Now this is something I'm in progress. Took a couple of the backings from my AIM figures and put them in here. Make it into a mini lab. And of course, my Dr. Mindbender lab. think that light's running low. Yeah, for those who haven't seen this before, let me get in close here. She's got a mini face hugger on that microscope. And I plan on moving this. This is going to go over here, and it's going to have something different in it. I'm not sure what yet, because that bed, I'm going to need that for something else. Storyline I got going on. And then plus the egg in there. Now, over here, it's where I got my snake alien held. And if we go up top, actually, I want to turn something on quick. I added a couple of black lights. Yeah, you're kind of seeing this kind of cockeyed. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn it on before I started the video. And now I can't find the damn button. Just a sec, guys. Okay, that's better. I was having trouble finding the button to turn on the black light. Let's back up here. I haven't done anything with this scene, with the exception of sticking that heart on him. It was one of my wife's practices with her resin art, and I'm like, hey, he'll look cool on there. So yeah, it's still all the same here. Thanos' minions wiping out the Eternals and the All-Father. Let's swing back a little bit so we can go up here. Got Hela encasing Valkyrie in living darkness. Thanos just pitched Ajax at Thor, and Loki's egging him on, ready to take and put his 2 cents worth in. And go down here, we got Lady Sif pointing the wrong way, but leaping at Lady Loki. And now we're going to get into the demonic stuff. Woo! I know I can be pretty corny at times. Well, I've got the Astral Doctor Strange held in chains with, excuse me, Ghost Rider, there he is, Despair. And I took down Doom bitch slapping Mephisto from that, the nod I did to Russian Comic Book Geek for his bit in that. And that's not finished yet because I want to have a Doom mask in Mephisto's hand, and maybe a Doom figure tied up upside down in chains, just like Doctor Strange. And I do have the Dooms that they made from like the early Marvel Legends, where his mask comes off. I just got to dig them out of a box. I think that's going to look pretty slick. But as you can see, we got Sarathos there, Death, and I can never remember that chick's name. Anyway, we go down. Blackheart, Dormammu, a bat, I thought, bad guy, Man-Bat from Batman. I just thought he looked cool, so I got him. Yeah, Agatha's always wanted to take and hog the show. Alice Cooper drawing, Ogun, the Ninja Master. This here is Nastasrith from the Inferno storyline. Now I have a big mural of that storyline done, and this is actually one of the pages to it. And one of these days, I just went through my artwork earlier today, and I got it sorted. One of these days, I'll sit down and pull it out and share it with you guys. It's done 2000, 2001, so it's been around for a while. And I decided to set this up, even though I know the Jean Grey costume doesn't work for that part. Still, it's all I had. So that'd be kind of neat. And big apocalypse drawing with my Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. And you can see this guy's pretty big. And I have drawing a Caliban down below that. You can see Johnny Blaze fighting with Ghost Rider in hell up there. Lilith starting to pull away from Crow there, lady. Changing her allegiances. Go back up to the top. There's Vengeance, Baron Mordo, that evil Doctor Strange, Onslaught, Cable and Hope Summers. And this is just a section I do like alternate realities, alternate timelines. So you can see Ex Nihilo, the Skrulls, Old Man Thanos, He Who Remains with Loki and Sylvie, God Emperor Doom, Strife and Zero is back there. You can see him. And right next to that, I got the Grandmaster and Kang. Now, I'm going to be making a story with these two very, very soon. It'll be, I don't know, I'll try to do stop motion animation, but it's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be of that quality, but you'll like the story. All right, and we continue onward. Got my Terax, whom you can see I repainted with paint that has like little granules in it. Give him a more of a stone look. And I used silver spray paint for his axe. Now here, I'll pull out a bit. Here is where I'm thinking of putting the negative zone scene. Adam Warlock will have to go down, Submariner will have to go down, and Lilandra might have to go over a little bit. Not sure about that. I'll figure that out as I go along. Speaking of, I'll go down. There's my Adam Warlock drawing. Adam Warlock meditating. Got the Magus below him. I made the body out of a Doctor Strange body and just painted the blue to kind of match what the Adam Warlock's costume was for that figure I had. Here's Submariner coming out of the water. And I just put these two up. It might be a little hard to see. Submariner fighting Marina, and then one of Marina underwater. Here goes High Evolutionary and Titus. I know nothing about Titus, but I figured, hey, High Evolutionary makes Animal Men, put him with him. And we go up to the Shi'ar throne of Lilandra. And her warlord, Praetor, and whatever purpose he serves. Now we get to heaven. We got the two Watchers, Ms. Lion, and last but not least, the one above all himself. I'm going to back out a little bit so you can see. I got the two marbles and the Silver Surfer hanging from the ceiling with the Milano right behind them. Then over here, my Watcher drawing with Doctor Strange, Captain Universe, Lady Thor, and that's Nova in the background, that drawing. And we got Firelord up here, swing down for Wong. It's a crystal of my wife's. She said I could put it in a scene. I would figure out a way to light it up. It's my stone stairwell with Beta Ray Bill, Quasar, and Binary. And Rinta there. Brother Voodoo kept falling down. I still got to pick him up. We go down here to my apocalypse scene. We'll start over on the side with the man himself. And now there is a lot more I want to do to this. A lot more. I'm going to be carving in, because it's foam, I'm going to be carving different Egyptian symbols in throughout here. And I still have to fill these computer screens with pictures. I am so happy to have that Holocaust. That I'm probably going to turn into some kind of like transformation chamber. He's always experimenting on mutants. Why not? And we go down below to Guardians of the Galaxy. See tracks way in the back. Now that background is partial oil pastel crayon and partial paint. And plenty of fish tank plants and sand and stuff like that. Can you believe it? All this fuss over that little girl. And down we go to the underwater scene. I haven't done anything with this since I added in Shipwreck and Copperhead. I do have blast effects that actually show a bullet coming out. So I think I might grab 2 of those, see if they'll fit, since this is a double barrel, and have him shooting at Copperhead. Let's just see some more of this. Plenty of critters on the sea floor. Oh, his blood fell off. For shame, letting your blood fall off, sir. What kind of cobra operative are you? There we go. It's not exactly in his mouth. There we go. No, there we don't go. Well, lift your arm. There you go. That works. Alright, looks like these 2 fell apart. Because I had Torpedo kicking him in the chest. But it looks like he... Oh well, I'll leave it like that. Now we get to my swamp scene. Another one of just like, sorry, go back up again. Hunt for the parts of the Weather Dominator. It's got the laser core. I'm going to put a light in that eventually, or underneath it. Then we go to the swamp. More of my artwork for the background. Really old artwork, actually. And we go down, we got Grunt, Gung Ho. There's the piece of the Weather Dominator. And I painted all that myself. Stalker, Spirit. And we got the sniper back there. I'm thinking about calling her Crosshairs. I'm not sure. Still weighing names around. And this is something I just set up a couple of days ago. It's my Dreadnought scene. I needed someplace to go with this. And this is the bottom shelf of this shelving unit. But it's pretty much a sleeping spot for the cats. So they're a little pissed that they lost their spot. But it's only temporary. Alright, continue onward. I just hung this up today. Yeah, I just hung that up today. That's a pretty old one. That's from, hell, that's back in the 90s. We got my Brotherhood. And Phoenix. Prowler. I'm going to have to move him. I keep forgetting. And here's my forest scene. And here's what Alpha Flight and X-Force have to deal with. A whole family of Wendigo. And they're kind of knocked down from the shelf falling. Yeah, that shelf actually fell again while I was putting it back up. Here's my vault room for the twins. And I actually stacked a whole bunch of gold in this safe back there. So I left it open so you can see. Now the Cobra interview room is kind of just being used for storage right now. Got all my Crimson Guard here. Major Blood and the Python Patrol here. Baroness and the Valkyries. Vipers and Specialty Vipers. Vipers having lunch. The G.I. Joe Command Center. And, oh yeah, there's no light there. The rest of my Joes. And right in front of that is the ship. And cat food bowls, you can see. Yeah, that's got some work to do on it before I hang that up. We'll continue. Down on the bottom here, I got Deathlock, Punisher, Blade. Up the side of the X-Men shelf. Got a whole bunch of spiders. Oh yeah, my Cobra Commander shelf is kind of being used for storage right now as well. Oh well. Alright, let's start from the bottom here. These are recents I just put up. And turn that off. She's actually on one of these lights. But I painted it pink. So if I was to makes it a little better. But if I had less light on, it would actually glow. Or it would look really cool the way that it reflects off of everybody else. And X-Man was a little crooked. He's still a little crooked. Oh well. And we come up to my X-Force. And then up to X Factor. Yeah, seeing Wolfsbane, I still got to get Feral for my X-Force. And we go up. This might be a little difficult to see because I have no lights up here. Got my main X-Men. Storm. Banshee, I think, might have to be redone. But yeah, I finally found something to do with that ice slide. It's not held on there very well, so I'm going to use it for something else. Probably that big battle with the Sentinels and everybody. It's the rest of my X-Men. Colossus, you're really leaning hard on Kitty. I don't think she likes that. Or maybe she does. And Archangel. Now, yes, this is back up again. No, I won't be doing a video for it tonight. Just a sec. Sorry about that, guys. That was a surprise to me. When the hell do you ever get deliveries at 10:40 at night? But they're my new work boots, so I'm not going to complain. Yeah, there's the spiders going up the side on that one. And it's my scene for where I was going to do the beginning of the story for X-Force. As you can see right now, it's kind of being used for a place to put stuff. But here's a little something. I've never showed any of these that I have. My aliens. I had pulled a few of these out a week or two back and didn't have anything to do with them. This shelf was free, so... And these are just a couple that I have. I've got 2 of this guy, 4 of this guy, and I think a couple different other ones too. This queen was actually a birthday present from my brother, God, years ago. 2020 or 2021, something like that. I've had it for a long time. And we move up to my desert scene. I had to move the scorpion because the light up above here fell, and Juggernaut that you just saw down on the table standing on that shelf was just the right size to hold that light up while it was curing. Oh yeah, just a second. Sorry about that. I just realized the Cobra Trooper fell. Well, anyway, upwards we've got my brood scene, and kind of makes a little bit of a difference, doesn't it? Logan's looking all orange. Really makes the blood splashes pop though, doesn't it? And this up here too. Well, I used glow-in-the-dark paint in this. I mixed that all together when I poured it. And here is the reconstructed city scene where Snake Eyes and Scarlet are going to open a can of whoop ass on these guys. It's ready to go. I won't be making any of it tonight. I'm not sure if I will tomorrow. Next couple of days are going to be pretty busy, but I'll give a heads up to everybody, let you know, do a post or whatever before it starts coming out. I was about ready to say that's all I've got, but it's not. I just remembered. So I got the professor there. Logan playing patty cake with some Nazis. My Mojo and Spiral. Spiral handed Mojo the remote control. And my big 2-page Serpent Society mural, along with my Serpent Society. And there they are. And go down to Logan, Wolverine, Sabretooth. Sabretooth is really giving Wolverine a tummy ache. I just put these up the other day. Got to think of a background for it. It just looks too plain. Same with this one. So yeah, that's how the toy box is looking right now. And of course, there's a lot I didn't show you. That's crap just sitting all over the place. But yeah, that's the state the toy box is in these days. And I just want to say thanks to all my subscribers. You guys are great. I appreciate you coming along for the ride. Hope I don't disappoint you. And all my buddies out there, give a quick hey to every one of you. You know who you are. Well, I think that's about all I've got to share. Well, for tonight anyway. Got to do some long shots. Well, I hope Monday is kind to everyone. I hope it goes by fast. And I hope the rest of your week is the same. All right, everybody, remember, stay creative, stay kind. Take care, everyone. Talk to you later.